Hey, what is it, be sexy beast, GhostSickness, Tristan here. I bring you guys kind of just a commentary, story time, whatever you want to call it, where I talk about being creepy. I talk about how I used to act around girls and how I used to just be, and maybe still how I am today, some kind of reflections on myself and how I used to act around girls, and just being creepy, being obsessed, being whatever with girls, and it's very, very bad. So when I was a kid, and similarly my age now or whatever, I usually focus on one girl at a time. Like if I like a girl or whatever, I would focus on one girl at a time. Now I tried to change that, right? I was like, okay, well I made this video where I talked about this girl that I liked in the 3rd grade, and she rejected me hardcore, and then I got suspended. It's complicated. Watch that story. It's really, really funny. It'll lead into this girl that I'm talking about in this video. Now, we have that girl, and then we have this other situation with this other girl I'll get into later, and then just kind of situations I've been in where I've been dedicated to trying to get one girl because she hasn't flat out rejected me, or in this case, this girl did flat out reject me, but that's besides the point. So I'm gonna keep going with this. So in the 3rd grade, guys, in the 3rd fucking grade, I liked this girl, and she knew it. She totally knew it. I would go up to her and I would talk to her, and this girl ended up being in the preppy group or whatever you want to call it, and I liked her, man. I don't know why. I thought she was cute, and so 8th grade, you know, it's 3rd grade, we were about 8 years old, and so we're just like, and I was like, okay, so hey girl, what's your name, what's your number? Obviously I knew her name because she was in my class at the time and still is in some of my classes. I find that really weird and funny. But anyway, I like this girl, and I was like, hey, so I kept trying to date her, man. I got her Valentine's. I just kept trying to date her. I would try to talk to her, and one of the times, I don't remember what I said, but she ended up kicking me really hard in the shin, dude. Oh my god, absolutely the worst pain. I don't know if you guys have ever been kicked in the shin. Maybe you played soccer or something like that. Oh my god, it absolutely hurts. They just whack right into my shin. I was like, ah! And so, I grabbed my shin, and I obviously walked away because whatever I said wasn't good enough for her. So I stopped doing that, obviously, but I still like this girl. I still tried to hit on this girl, and one of the times, I was doing my running thing and ended up saying something a little bit bad, and I ended up getting suspended for it. So I'll link that story in the description below. It's called Threatening to Sex Up. Absolutely hilarious story, and just terrible and great, and just, oh my god. So that was with this girl. So the problem I had back in the day was I would like one girl at a time. I would pursue one girl at a time, and I'm still kind of that way. I'm a monogamous guy. I mean, that's just how I am. And I would be basically obsessed with one girl at a time instead of liking more than one girl and being like, okay, well, let's try this. Okay, this didn't work. Go to the next girl. I'd be like, no. She wants me. She wants me. I can't give up now. I don't want to lose, whatever. And so I don't remember how, but I ended up getting her phone number, her home phone number. So this is back in the day where you had to literally call her house or their house, and their parents would pick up, obviously, and then you'd be like, hey, can I talk to blah, 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 and I have my little squeaker voice, right? So, hey, can I talk to, whatever. So I would call her house, and her, mom or dad would pick up, mostly her mom, and I'd be like, hey, can I talk to such and such? And she'd be like, fine. She'd like yell her name, and then she'd come to the phone, and I would talk to her for a little bit, and then I would just be super creepy. I don't remember what I did, but she would always, hang up on me, or the phone conversations would not last long. It's not like, hey, baby girl, and we'd talk on the phone for 2 hours. It was like probably a 30-second to 3-minute conversation, very, very short, and just, I don't even remember what I said, but I do remember calling her house, and it was ridiculous because my parents will let me use the house phone sometimes if I wanted to do something like this. And obviously she never initiated the calls or anything, but it was bad because we rode the same bus, and so I knew where she fucking lived. It was just like, oh my god, I was the ultimate creeper back in the 3rd grade, and I still am, but it's just a little bit different. Anyway, so yeah, I knew where she lived. I had her home phone number. I got suspended because of her, it was because of me, because I done fucked up. But yeah, so that happened. That was the 3rd grade for me. And then I ended up getting to the 6th grade. Now, I'll link this story in the description below as well. It's called My Worst Rejection. So this girl, I also preppy. I don't remember why. I thought she was cute. Just blah, blah, blah. She still goes to my school. Anyway, I liked her, and I, was trying to pursue her for some stupid reason. Some really just dumb and just, oh my god, this girl was awful. And I really shouldn't have tried to pursue her, so that's my bad, honestly. So anyway, I tried to pursue her, and then we had this contest to see who could get the most numbers in one day. If you guys have seen My Worst Rejection series, I ended up getting like 80 numbers, and the girl ended up only getting up like 14 because we had this competition. I bet this girl that I could get more numbers than she could in a day, and I ended up getting like girls' numbers, their moms' numbers, whatever. It's still girls' numbers, so it still counted. Absolutely solid, and I totally won that bet. I don't even remember if we put any money down. I don't think so, but it's just a bet for fun. last day of school. So anyway, on the list, I ended up getting her number, and I was like, ah, fuck yeah, I got her number, and I've always wanted to, and I was like, no, bro, you really shouldn't text her. She wouldn't have given you her number because I'd asked for her number before, and there was no way she would have given it to me on her own volition, right? So her friend gave it to me. She's like, look, don't tell her I gave her this number. And so I ended up texting her, and she's like, hey, and I'm just like, hi, and she's like, how'd you get, she's like, who is this? And so I tell her it's Tristan. She's like, oh shit, fuck, how'd you get my number? I'm like, oh, one of your friends gave it to me. She's like, which friend? I'm just like, no, one of your friends. She didn't want me to tell. And so she's like, god damn it, she was pretty pissed. And then she just, obviously stopped replying, and then I stopped texting her after that. That time was a good move on from me. But a lot of the times, if I don't get, this is a problem with me, a lot of the times if I don't get rejected straight up, if I don't get like, hey, I'm not interested in you, or now it's changed a little bit. Back in the day, I'd just be like, no, I can still get her, I can still be, I was very persistent and very creepy and just very obsessed with one girl at a time. It was absolutely awful. Anyway, now it's like, hey, I like one girl at a time, I'll try to pursue one girl at a time, but if I don't get a flat-out rejection, I'm not going to stop, and so I'm just stupid and dedicated like that, and it's like, oh, why can't you realize that these girls don't like you if they don't say yes the first time? Like, god damn it, Tristan, you need to learn, you need to wise up and learn, you motherfucker. So, yeah, that was my time being a creeper, and it still kind of went into 2014, and I really do hope to put an end to it being, put an end to being, obsessed or really liking one girl at a time and just be like, oh, she's pretty cute. Let's get to know her a little bit better, and then maybe like her on a logical basis and be like, damn, that girl's fine. Let's really creep her out, and let's get her phone number through unorthodox methods. And remember the fact that I love you guys. Bye.